More than a few years ago, a friend of mine who was facing an exceptionally difficult time in the pastorate went to another pastor to speak with him. And this pastor at the time was fairly well known, had a international ministry speaking, and was also had a television program, radio, the whole 9 yards. So my friend made an appointment and went and talked with him. When he sat down with this pastor, he started laying out all the things that had been happening in his church. The pastor kind of paused for a little bit, and he looked at my friend and he goes, "And you feel like God's called you to this?" My friend said, "It didn't help much." Well, because my friend had faced a season of discouragement, and it was a real season of discouragement. Sometimes we're just facing discouragement, and sometimes that's a sign that we need to move on. In this case, it was a sign that he needed to move on. But the one thing that I realize is that none of us are immune from discouragement. And I don't know why the myth seems to be out there that people of faith are not going to face discouragement as much, because it's simply not true. All you have to do is read the Bible. Some of the greatest people in biblical history that God used in incredible ways to impact many, many people for him faced massive seasons and times of discouragement where they wanted to give up. The question is, how are we going to deal with it? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about this coming Sunday on September the 17th, right here at Community Bible Church. I'm going to be continuing my series in the book of Acts, and we're going to look at how one man, in fact, one very well-known man, in fact, that man's name is the Apostle Paul, author of the majority of the New Testament, how he dealt with discouragement. He had a period in his life where he was down and despondent and really had to find his way out. But God brought him out of it. And we're going to look at how God brought him out and how we can deal effectively with discouragement too. I don't know about you, but it helps me to actually know that some of the greatest saints of old faced discouragement too. So we're going to look at how Paul dealt with it, what happened to him, and how he got out of it this coming Sunday, September 17th, right here at Community Bible Church in Dania Beach. We're located 1 mile west of I-95, 1 mile east of 441 at the corner of Griffin Road and Southwest 30th Avenue. We have the 2 morning worship services for you. In person, one at 9:45 and one at 11 o'clock a.m. Also, if you can't join us in person, you can tune in online from wherever you are at our YouTube channel at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. By the way, a lot of people don't know that same link will work later on. If for some reason you miss it, the live service at 11 a.m., you could tune in on demand later. So if you've ever faced discouragement, or you're in the middle of a battle with discouragement right now, we're going to talk about how you can at least deal effectively with it this coming Sunday. So I hope to see you then.